I'm Pern.
And I'm Dave.
Welcome to the show, where we talk about everything from movies, music, sports, and TV.
And stories from the rest of our lives.
Things we don't talk about are politics and religion.
And this is how we all stay friends.
Okay, let's talk. I am so fucking tired.
Oh my
I cannot
goodness.
even tell you. I am going on day 9 of no solid sleep.
Like,
My next door neighbors, starting last Monday of last week,
oh no.
I get woken up to leaf blowing. And they're blowing literally. We're out in the woods. We have a ton of leaves.
You do.
I get it. But usually like the neighborhood, we don't do our leaves until after Thanksgiving. So after all the leaves have fallen.
Well, yeah, it'd be stupid to do them and then have to do them again.
And do them again, right.
And then do them again.
So you just wait till after Thanksgiving, which
Yes.
is next week. Because
Yeah.
this will be our Thanksgiving episode.
Mhm.
And so the leaf blowing is the first morning. And I'm like, okay. And it wakes me up. Because I work late nights. I don't get home from work until 2 or 3 in the morning.
Right.
I don't get in bed until 4, sometimes 5 o'clock in the morning. And I sleep until noon or 1 o'clock. That's my 8 hours. I get woke up from, people doing leaf blowing, like a crew, a team of people with backpack leaf blowers. Doing all that stuff.
Oh, in the weekday.
Right. That was Monday morning. First thing Monday morning.
Serious.
Tuesday, they come out and they start putting all the stuff up on the roof because he's getting his roof replaced.
So they had to clean the leaves to do the roof?
Right, because they have to set up all their equipment out in the yard. So they had to clear the leaf area out in the yard to set up all their equipment for the stuff to do his new roof. Now, they didn't just do like the shingles. They like took the plywood stuff off and put brand new roof.
So
all of it.
Exposing the entire inside of the roof.
Yeah, but they did it all in one day.
Well, they had to,
because
right?
yeah, they have to because they can't. Yeah,
Right.
So they got that, and then the next day, then they did the shingling on it, and then crossed over with the windows are getting pulled out. He's getting all of his windows replaced too.
Wow.
And then that carried over a couple more days, and then the siding's now coming off.
Is it the
and he's
same
replacing the
house?
side.
Good
So
Lord, at this point.
he's having the roof is replaced. All the windows. He had the front door replaced. The siding is now in progress, and I'm on day 9 of
nothing.
him having
sleep.
workers over that start as soon as the sun comes up in the morning.
And go almost all day.
Non-stop. And of course, Reese,
Very
my
accurate.
dog.
Very accurate.
Yeah, you like that? I can do
Yeah,
power
that's-
saw noises.
Wow,
We can do
really?
voices. We can do voices. Those are my
we do
power
them all,
saw.
right? Sound effects, voices.
Who
you
was
get
that
them all.
guy in the Police Academy movies that did all that stuff?
Yeah,
you remember what his name was?
I know who
Okay.
it was, but
Yeah.
I don't know his name.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm not quite him.
Not close. But
So this
yes.
has been going on. Today was day 9, and my wife even brought like my kids' noise machines in from their bedrooms and put them in. So I have like 3 noise machines going, and then. But still, Reese wakes up and barks every time she hears like a thud, 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 whack. What?
So you weren't going to.
I can't get it. I've not had a quality night's sleep in 9 days, and
my
my
goodness.
eyes hurt right now because they're so heavy. And when it gets, when I get up and then it gets like 5, 6 o'clock in the evening, I'm crashing so hard because I've had no decent sleep
Right.
in days now, and it's just wearing on me, and I'm just like, oh my fucking god. Like he had the roof, the windows, the siding, like you had your whole house basically rebuilt, and they're still working on it. They're probably not going to be done by the end of this week.
Probably not.
Still, because they've only just started on the siding today's Tuesday, yesterday, Monday.
Right.
And oh my god, I'm exhausted. And, I'm still obviously going to work and stuff like this, but like even, yesterday I got into work last night and I'm just like, I'm getting loopy because I'm
focus.
just, absolutely.
Yeah.
I can't
You get to a
focus on
point,
anything.
yeah.
I can't I'm struggling.
I'd
because,
offer to have you out to the house, but
Yeah.
there is never a quiet moment in our house.
your house
so
either, especially on the mornings and
you
day,
wouldn't
right?
get any sleep.
Yeah.
no.
And the thing is, our bedroom is on the front corner of our house, which is right next to his house.
Right there.
So
It couldn't be any
it's
closer.
literally outside my window and right outside the wall. His house is getting all of this work done.
Right.
And they are out there from sunup to sundown every day cutting sand. They had a belt sander the other day that literally just sounded like somebody was laying on their car horn. Like,
Oh my goodness. Of course it was, right?
non-stop. And I was like, I am losing
Sorry,
my
listeners.
fucking mind right now. That's why I have spiked eggnog.
Oh,
So Dave and I
yes.
So this is our Thanksgiving
Here
episode.
we
So
go.
yay, Thanksgiving's coming next week, which
This
you'll be
is
hearing this a
wrong.
couple days before Thanksgiving. So I had eggnog, and I told Dave, I said, "Do you want some eggnog?" And he goes, "Ooh, yes, please," because no
Yes.
one at his house likes eggnog. So I poured him some eggnog. And he goes, with no alcohol. I said, no, that's fine. I know better than that, Dave. Come on.
Yeah,
I've known
right.
you for years.
I know.
So
3 fingers,
I spiked
please.
mine.
Yes.
But I
a
did not
little
spike
much.
his, and yeah, I spiked it a little heavy, and it, I was like, oh my gosh,
you
yeah,
go.
this is going to start hitting me.
But you needed
because now that I'm
You
tired,
needed it.
I'm so tired. If I fall asleep in this episode,
I'll
I
run
apologize.
It. I'll just keep going.
You
and
just keep
then-
going.
Yes.
You'll hear,
Yeah, it'll just be or just the breathing.
Right,
Right.
that's me waking up from
That's yes.
passing
Right in
out
the middle.
because I'm
So I'll have a
exhausted.
it'll be in the middle of it, and you'll just fade away.
The
and I'll just be going.
the good news over Thanksgiving, I'm off for like 5 or 6 days. So
but you're not
hopefully,
gonna get any sleep.
No. Hopefully, his house is going to be done by end of this week, early next week.
You think?
I'm off the Tuesday through Sunday.
Oh wow, that's
over
a
Thanksgiving.
good
So I have
break
5 or
there,
6 days
yeah.
off, and so hopefully, and it's over Thanksgiving because I really doubt these guys are going to be out here working, doing siding on Thanksgiving.
Oh no, yeah, they'll have their break, but
I
bet you by Friday they won't. I bet you
am
Friday they'll be
spent.
working.
I have trouble focusing on anything. So,
Oh,
so
yeah,
what's
I
going
get
on at your house? Tell me what's happening. I'm going to take some more spiked eggnog.
I have a couple things. So yeah, we got our stairs in. Merle came and finally got our stairs in, which turned out really
They
amazing.
look fucking great.
He did a great
sends me a
job,
picture.
right?
I'm like, holy shit, those look good.
There's just a couple of places where, of course,
Oh, don't tell me that. Don't ruin it for me.
No, the
I thought
entire
it looked
house-
great.
the entire house has no right angles in it. So he struggled
You live
to
in a
actually
donut?
pretty much just kind of
That was
anything.
an Eddie Murphy Beverly Hills Cop
Is that
2
what
line,
it
by the
is?
way.
Nice, very
Beverly Hills
nice.
Cop 2. Yeah, he just want to live in a donut.
It's hard to get the cuts right. So there's a bit of caulking that I need to do, a little finish work, but that is it. And I am talking like barely noticeable. And you saw the pictures, so you really would have had to have zoomed in to see any of these little places. But he did some great work, and he came in with everything done. He
Nice.
came in at 7:30. He was done by 1:30.
Wow.
And that is 2 flights of stairs and the landing. And the landing
look
was
great.
hardwood too.
They look great.
He did a great job, and everything turned out great. So
Can
we
I
are
ask
definitely
you,
excited.
so Merle, great job. I
Yes.
might need you for some business, but I'll get
Exactly.
your number from Dave.
Yeah.
But can I just sidebar for a second? Let's talk about the caulk. So what color caulk do you use? Do you use white caulk or black caulk?
It's white.
Okay.
Of course,
you
it's
use,
white.
You,
For me,
you use
it's
white
white.
caulk to fill your holes?
Exactly. You have
Okay.
to.
The white caulk, you think does it spread better? Does it go in easier?
It's faster.
It's faster?
Yeah, of course. Yes.
The black caulk you think lasts longer?
Of course it does. And,
Okay.
it definitely gets deeper in if it needs to.
Oh, okay.
Right?
So when you really need to penetrate into those holes.
When they're
to-
when the
really
when the
fill it
holes are
up.
bigger. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, you gotta
Okay.
always
right.
bigger.
Okay, I just had that quick question about caulk. I know that was a
Right,
weak
right.
joke. I know, but you're all
well, we had
laughing
to hit
about
it.
it. You're
We
all
had to
laughing
hit
about
it.
it. Okay,
Well, because we
continue.
kept going. But
That's
we
what she
also
said.
had a couple of forced recycling things. I do the Craigslist, right? So on Craigslist, it's basically we have stuff that we have or acquired through means or whatever, and I just put them up on Craigslist just to get them out. And I'd rather someone use them. A couple times we had a wheelchair that was an extra, or even the scooter that we were upcycling to have. So we just
Was it a
got rid
Rascal?
of the old one.
Was it one of the powered scooters?
Yeah,
The Rascal?
yeah. It was kind of like
The
that.
hover round? Is that what the
I
other
don't
one
know
was
what
called?
it was called.
I don't know. They had
Yeah.
different brands.
I don't know.
Okay.
But anyway, so we had a couple of them today. They came and picked up everything, so that was really good. So we had that going on, so that was a good thing. I saw something online. Remember, well, you have the cold
Do you
dunk.
remember?
You have the cold dunk.
The ice
thing, right?
plunge, yes.
Is that what it's called?
It's an ice plunge. Yeah.
And
I have the
is
ice
that-
pod.
Is that the name?
From the Ice Pod Company, technically.
There you go. I was
But
trying to get a commercial
it's a cold
there.
plunge.
I was
Yes,
trying to
from
get a
Ice
good-
Pod Company.
a good mention there because
If
you
need an
do
ice pod,
appreciate
go to
that, right?
icepodcompany.com.
I didn't want. I talked right over your commercial.
icepodcompany.com.
There it is. And again, very cool, right? Very nice. And you do use it and it works great, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So those people who want to go the opposite way, I saw this
Of
and I
those
was
saunas?
like, you've got to be kidding. It is called the Heat Pod Sauna Blanket. And basically it's just I guess it's a sleeping bag, and you get into it and it heats up. Now, I don't know how this thing doesn't catch on fire.
You saw this on Craigslist?
No, this wasn't on Craigslist.
Oh, I thought that's what we were
something
segueing with. Okay.
I am sorry. No, there was not a segue there.
Okay.
It was just something else we saw, but they
You saw
had
a segue on Craigslist? How much was that?
a segue. This is my segue.
Oh, okay.
Free to everybody segue.
Okay.
They had a whole little video about it because it was in my feed on YouTube, and I was like, that is just stupid. I can't even believe that. But it's cloth. It's a cloth sleeping bag basically, and you get into it and you just sweat,
you or something?
right? And you get all
Like the
hot
heat
and
element
sweaty
comes
in
on?
it. And then
How do you
I don't
clean
even,
that?
How do you clean it? Again, that's right there. And then you're just in it. And then they show the people they were getting into it, and they were fully like they had clothes, like workout clothes in it, and getting into this thing. And I was just like, well,
Why wouldn't you get in naked?
why wouldn't you if it's a sauna and then
Yeah.
you're going to get hot and sweaty? But it's
Have you
just
seen the little sauna tents that
No.
unzip? Yeah, so they're very similar to what the Ice Pod cold plunge thing is, and there are some that companies that sell both, where like you can do your ice plunge and then you get in and you go in your little heating tent that's like a sauna tent, but it's like affordable. You don't have to build a sauna in your house with wood and a steamer and all that, whatever. So they have like a little tent and you get in it, and you unzip the side of it, like your Jeep doors, and climb in and then close it, and you can hot box in there if you want and do whatever. So
perfect.
yeah,
That's nice.
so I didn't know if you've seen that, but
We're
okay.
just being nerds.
That was something. Yeah, that was. I forgot to mute my computer, and an email came in.
Perfect.
Oh, an email from a fan.
Ooh, read it. No, okay. And then I also saw in my feed that Chicken McNuggets on the app for a limited time is 10 for $1.
10 for $1. I did that last week.
Until December 2nd.
Yep, I did that last week.
Just putting
so
that
once
out
a week,
there
you
from
can use
our unofficial sponsor.
exactly our unofficial sponsors in
yes,
South Carolina,
that,
McDonald's. Ba-da-da-da-da.
You do love your McNuggets. So I
do
figured
love my
that, and I know that they're on the list for one of your children that eat the nuggets.
Exactly. So
too.
yeah, so 10 nuggets for $1.
10 nuggets for
That's
$1. My
a hell of a
God,
deal through
right?
the app.
Oh my
Absolutely.
gosh, yes. And so we have the holiday season coming up, and
It's the holiday season.
hey, hold that thought, because I do have a 2 fake 1 real on Christmas songs.
Oh.
That was my 2 real or 2 fake 1
We
real.
gotta talk about Thanksgiving first, though.
I know, but I figured we'd get through Thanksgiving and then
we'll do
run right into the
because we've
songs.
we got some crossover stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when we do our holiday party, we do a Christmas Eve party, and we throw a big bingo giveaway kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
And so we have the bingo, but then a lot of the times when we're playing the bingo, we have ties where 2 people have bingo at the same time.
Oh,
So this year,
you're gonna axe throw to tie break it?
we did last year.
Oh, that was last year.
Right. But now we're going to have a spinner because we've got multiple choices of
You're gonna
things
try to
you
get
can
to second
do.
base?
Twister
spinner?
That's it. The tiebreaker things that
That's
we
a
have for
holiday
the
party.
bingo this year
Merry
is
fucking Christmas.
axes,
Uh-huh.
throwing stars,
Nice.
arrows,
Wow.
dart guns,
Okay.
Velcro balls,
Hello.
or you can have a choice of trivia.
Oh, okay.
So I've got.
Do you want to borrow my
horror?
horror movie trivia to take? And
I'm
you can
not sure that too many people would know
the horror
some of those
movie
things,
trivia.
especially the crowd we've got coming over.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're gonna. I got an app that has a spinner on it. You can bake the choices in the little pies.
Okay.
You spin the thing,
Okay.
and you get there would be the tiebreaker.
Very cool.
Or they could choose to do trivia if they
okay.
wanted to get past
Nice.
that instead of that.
Or just
So that's
throw
the whole
axes
thing.
at each other until somebody dies, and then the other person wins.
Exactly.
It's
right? Or
whoever
the ninja
loses a limb
stars,
first
right?
or something, or
Exactly.
an eye, or
who gets hit first. Exactly.
Very cool.
Right. Yep.
Thanksgiving stuff?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So I saw these pictures online that I was going to share they were a list from the Good Housekeeping site, the good people at Good Housekeeping.
The good people.
And it was their picks for Thanksgiving dinner alternatives, I believe it was. Hold on, I got to get to my favorites.
Okay.
Get my pictures up. Okay. Yeah. So, these were alternates to making your turkey.
Oh,
For Thanksgiving and having something different for Thanksgiving dinner.
I get that.
Of course, top of the list, and I've heard people do this, is lasagna.
Yes.
They'll do lasagna instead of turkey.
Right.
Ham, obviously, that's the good second choice. That's a good Christmas. Like we do usually do turkey at one and ham at the other. So
Right,
I mean,
right. Yeah,
usually
that's a good
turkey's
call.
always Thanksgiving, so
Of
ham's usually
course,
Christmas,
so
or
ham.
if we do, whatever. Cornish game hen,
Okay.
roast chicken,
Of course.
pork crown roast,
I have
a
seen
bone-in
that too.
pork rib chop that can be stuffed with sausage and crusty bread.
Do you put the little
And these are all
hats
real.
on them?
None of these are fake, by the way.
To put the little white
You can put
hats
the
on
little
them.
hats on, so
Right?
they
That
look
would
like
be
little
perfect.
chefs.
Yes, right?
Yeah, so do that. We've got braised short ribs. Or
Yes.
braised short ribs, not braised. Is braised
Braised?
even a word?
Braised.
Braised?
Brazen?
Braised.
Brazen is probably a word, but braised,
Braised? No.
I don't think brazen
That's not a
in past
word.
tense might not be.
I don't
that
think it
word.
is. Okay. Braised short
Braised?
ribs.
Well, how do we get it?
Slow cooked. Yeah.
Two people that really shouldn't be talking about English
No.
as a context.
No.
You know.
I can't math either.
Not either.
I'm not a good
Let's
mather.
get past this. It was braised.
Braised
read
short ribs.
incorrectly.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm telling you, the spiked eggnog.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
started. It started. We're like 15 minutes in and it started.
We got a long way to go.
Lamb rack.
Okay. Yep.
So you can do the roast served, with an herb crust and vegetables. And then green bean casserole if you're like a vegetarian.
The green bean casserole is an official Thanksgiving meal.
It's a Thanksgiving classic.
Right.
Yes.
It's a side. We had to make it for Chase last year.
Okay, so because in the description it says a Thanksgiving classic that can also be served like portions of ham, pork chops, or chicken
it'd just
breast.
be its own
So it's its own
main
right. It can be
dish.
the main. It can be the main
I
thing.
can think of other things than just green bean casserole.
Well, so according to Good Housekeeping, that was the top. 8 or 9,
Substitutes.
10 alternates for
Funny thing,
for
I
Thanksgiving
have
dinner?
the many ways to cook your turkey.
Oh, okay.
And some of these are just generics. You've got the regular roasted,
yeah.
right? And that's usually where you get the stuffing. You shove it in the inside.
Mhm.
This one is braised. We had the braised,
Not braised.
turkey. Not braised, but
braised.
braised. You break down the turkey into pieces and roasting and braising in a deep fry pan.
Okay.
So instead of it actually just sitting in the oven and just cooking, you're doing it on the fry.
Yeah.
A roulade, which is rolling it butterflied white meat around the stuffing.
Roulade. I think I saw them in concert in the 80s.
Oh, yeah, right.
I think that was
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Sorry.
Had
Okay,
tickets
next.
to the front row seats.
Yeah, for
The
roulade.
only problem with that one is that it's if you have any dark meat lovers, they're left out.
And I'm a dark meat lover.
I know, so you wouldn't actually be able to do the whole
Maybe-
turkey when you roll it like that
Oh.
because you're basically creating a sheet turkey and you're rolling it
God.
in the stuffing inside.
Maybe that's why their concert sucked.
like a jelly
No-
roll
no
kind
dark-
of
no
cake,
dark meat.
like what a
Oh.
jelly roll cake would be.
Okay. Okay.
And then you've got the deep fried, grilled, and smoked. But the one that I saw that was kind of crazy was the upside down one where the legs are up. But of course, weird. I
Like
don't know
sticking
what
up
the
like
difference is with that.
I don't either.
I think it's what they said.
But isn't
was
that how
it's
like when you deep fry them like in your backyard and set your deck on fire? Isn't that how you do them? You like lower them in like
Yeah, but you lower them
body
by their
first.
legs, right? You
right,
lower
but
them by
then the
their
legs are
still.
up.
They're not really upside down. This one would be actually where the white meat is on the bottom, and they say it's so that the white meat doesn't dry out.
Oh, well, that seems to
But
make
you're
some sense.
sacrificing your dark meat, to be honest, because the dark
Yeah,
meat's going
'cause
to
I
be
do
on the
love the
top
dark
at that
meat.
point,
Yeah.
and you're just
then
going
that's
to dry
gonna
the
get-
shit out of that. So yeah,
Right.
that's not going to work. They make that jerky, but then the other one was where you split the turkey at the backbone and cook it flat. So you're cutting
you're
the
like
backbone and
filleting
then
it?
laying it down. So you're basically cutting it like in half
Yeah.
at the breast, and then at the breastbone, I guess,
Right.
and then pulling it apart so that it lays completely flat.
And then you cook it that way like a fish or something.
Right. And the
That's
name of
weird.
it is called spatchcocked. Right. I knew I'd get you. So
I know.
that's why I say that
well,
one.
I resisted on when you said, cutting the breast. I was like, I resisted on
because of breast.
breastbone.
Wow. That's funny. So there, yeah, that was it. So
You are a
So
breast
those
man,
are the
you know
different
it.
ways. So yes. Yeah.
So we're having a Cajun turkey.
That is amazing.
One of my wife's parents at her school
Mhm.
asked her a couple weeks ago if we had ever had or tried a Cajun turkey,
Right.
and we're like, no. And they go, oh, we'll bring you one, and all you have to do is throw it in the oven and heat it but we'll bring you one for your family
Sweet.
for Thanksgiving. And we're like,
That's pretty awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've never had it, and
Oh,
I'm looking forward to it. A
the
Cajun
spicing's gonna
turkey.
be good.
Oh my gosh! This is
Ooh,
going to be
that's
like,
gonna be good.
yeah. So I'm
Yeah,
excited. So
that's sweet.
I'll save a little leftovers of that, and you bring me the chicken and dumplings.
Oh God, yes, I
And
already
I'll-
have that ready to go. So it was tough because we had a Costco trip.
Was it killing the chicken or
every
making
other
the dumplings?
Monday?
Yeah.
And I had to get the ingredients for everything, but I can't get it because we're a whole week and a half out at this point.
It's next. Yeah. Well, true. Yeah. It's next
Right.
Thursday.
And I
so
can't
we
get
can have-
potatoes because they would have to go all the week and wrap around to the next week.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, I can't do that. So yeah, we're going to have to do a little more shopping.
I did buy my brown and serve rolls today at the store because they had
I
them
did
in,
too. You
and they
can throw
were
'em
and
in
they
the
were
freezer.
good. Well,
I
but they're
have
good
those
through
in the-
Friday. Like, so they can sit in the bag and we're eating them on Thursday. So yeah,
Not this week. It's
the
next
date on
week.
them says the 29th, which is next Friday, the day after Thanksgiving.
Right, I know, but you have
And we're
to go.
eating them on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
They were not
Well,
going to make it through to the next day.
That's true.
So I bought
Yeah.
them today because we're right on that line. You can't buy stuff too early.
Too early, or else
Yeah,
you're throwing.
but I
half of
saw
it
that
out.
and I saw the date on it that it was the 29th. I'm like, oh, that's the day after. These are going to be in my stomach by then.
Yeah, but you know you can freeze them and then take
You
them out
could.
on Tuesday. And
You
they'll be
could, but
fine.
it's not. Yeah,
That's what
fine.
I did at the Costco. They had them in the 24 pack.
Oh yeah.
And
Were those
I
the
had
King's
got
Hawaiians?
Them. No, these are just the regular ones. The bakery
I don't-
makes them.
I gotta confess, I don't like the King's Hawaiian rolls.
They're a little too sweet for what they are, unless you're
just
using
don't-
them for like sliders or
Everybody loves them, and I'm like, I just do not like the King's Hawaiian brand.
something. It's a flavor.
bread
You gotta
rolls.
like it.
I
if
just
you
don't like
it.
them.
Yeah,
That's so-
I get that.
Now, if they sponsor us, I'll love the fuck out of them.
Well, they do have the pretzel rolls,
Okay.
which are completely
Those-
different and aren't as
yeah,
sweet.
True.
Those are pretty
Well,
good.
Okay, so there's still a chance of sponsorship.
There is right,
Okay.
exactly right.
Okay.
But there are traditions associated with the Thanksgivings. And do you do a specific type of tradition? Because I have a list of them here. If you want to,
I sleep till noon.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
just like
that's
every
a good
day.
one. Yeah, yeah.
And my kids get up and with my wife in the morning, and then they watch the parade.
Ah, sweet. Yeah, that's on my list.
So I used to get up just in time to see Santa at the end of the parade, and now it's
You don't even
it's
try.
a good hour after the parade's done. I'm still getting up. So
Well, you can always look at the floats and everything online because they show.
they're the
them.
same ones every year.
Is it not? No, they
Aren't
change
they
them
the-
up.
oh, they do
It's
change
the
them now?
balloons that are
Okay.
sometimes the same.
Here
but-
comes Snoopy and
I-
Kermit the Frog. oh yeah, look at Kermit. He's in the holiday spirit with his
but they
Santa
add
Claus
other
hat
ones, like
and
the
his
Spider-Man is a new one, and they
Spider-Man's
had,
been in it for years. I
that's
thought.
true. Yeah, it has been a while.
Yeah.
But I mean, I bet they do add new ones every once.
Is it the Tom Holland Spider-Man or is it the?
I would have to say it's more like the thinner. I don't know. Okay, but yeah, watching the Macy's Day Parade is actually number one on my list.
Okay.
But also the dog
Tradition.
show is right after.
Right after, yes,
right?
yes.
So you get to watch
yeah.
the dog show.
Mhm.
A tradition that I didn't understand was setting up a Bloody Mary bar. Is that really a thing?
I've never heard of that.
I haven't either. And I guess if that's you're having guests and you really want to start them off drinking early in the morning all the way
With Bloody
through.
Mary. Why don't you just have mimosas? Just get the champagne and the OJ and
It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
I guess it would be choice on which one to do.
Bloody Mary for breakfast. I think that still seems little
Breaking the wishbone. Do you ever do that
Oh yeah,
for that?
we
Now,
haven't done it in a long time, but yeah, totally. No, the breaking the wishbone thing. Okay.
Who gets to do it? Do you get to draw straws on who gets to?
Well, first you have to crack the wishbone to see who gets to crack the wishbone.
Serious?
And then, no, I'm kidding. I have no idea. We haven't done that in
It's
a
a
long
round
time.
robin scenario.
Exactly. Whoever can break off the least piece off the end of it is going
gets
to advance
move
to the
on.
finals.
Yes, because
Exactly.
you have to have a round
Against
robin 'cause there's-
Granddad, because he's the master of the.
He's-
Yeah.
He gets a bye. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. That's pretty good. They say you can flip through old photos, play board
Just
games.
reminiscing and stuff.
I don't think a board game in your household. I remember the Risk scenario. So
Well, yeah, that
maybe
was years ago.
not
We don't
adding-
do Risk, but we do like the card games, like with the kids, Apples to Apples, and there's one that's called Children Against Maturity.
Okay.
And it's all like fart and poop jokes and
Of
stuff, but
course
because
it
it's
is.
like Cards Against Humanity, but it's just
but
a
it's
kids
the
version, and the
kid-
kids love it because
the
it's just,
PG version.
It's all poop and fart
Right.
jokes and stuff in it that you know.
Do you do the round robin of presenting what you're thankful for? Do you put everybody on the spotlight and what are you thankful for? And they have to come up with something.
Not really. We have asked that in the past, but it's not like now it's time to go around the table. No, we don't do that on a yearly basis.
we don't
It's not tradition.
Right. And of course there's
But now I'm going to this year.
yes, now because I brought
Get
it
ready,
up,
kids.
unfortunately.
What
Sorry,
the
guys.
fuck are you thankful for this
Sorry,
year?
guys. Yes. Well, thank goodness you won't be hearing my apology because this is going to be after
after.
Thanksgiving. but yeah, of course, watching football is another one.
Well, yeah.
So, yeah, you got to watch the football.
My
And there's gonna be
wife
like 4
always
games or
politely
3
asks.
games.
I think it's now 4 games. Yeah, my wife always politely asks, "What time is the halftime of the Cowboys game?" Because she knows that I watch the Cowboys game, and it's always the 4:30
Is it
game.
the
So
4
it's
yeah,
so
it's
it's
usually
usually
the 4 o'clock
around
game. Yeah,
that
6,
5:36
7, 6,
ish.
yeah.
So, around that.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually 6:30 somewhere through there. And so
We
it's
just
like,
always have it
perfect dinner
playing
time.
in the background, so it's not an issue.
Years ago, I did have it on in the background, and then someone else in the family very quickly requested that it be turned off.
Oh, well, it was the Cowboys. I'm just saying. Yeah, so cool. Yeah, but that's all I really got.
Gotcha. Okay, so my Thanksgiving stuff, I found online. We were talking about, like, my question for you was like, do you get dressed up? Because I know you have people over, so I take that as a no.
Heck no. I'm
for me,
cooking.
it's just the next day. I'm wearing my inside comfy shorts and a t-shirt, and I stopped wearing like sweaters and slacks and stuff like that years ago.
Right.
From dressing up for Thanksgiving. So I did find that I thought these were perfect, and my family should start doing this once my kids get older.
Right.
Is Thanksgiving funny t-shirts.
Oh, of course. Or slippers would be a good one too.
So the first one, slippers.
So like
Lost me on that one.
Well, like how they have the ugliest sweater ones. You'd have the craziest slippers to wear around.
Okay, well, these are funny t-shirts.
Oh, perfect.
Okay,
funny t-shirt.
So the first one is of course, the classic, the first annual WKRP in Cincinnati turkey drop.
Oh, that's a good one.
The first annual, because there was not a second.
Annual, right.
Then there's one that it's a picture of a turkey and it's breast man, and it's an arrow pointing at the turkey's breast.
Wow.
That one.
That's good.
One that's a turkey after it's come out of the oven, and it says, "I like it moist."
Wow.
Then you've got one that's a picture of the turkey, and above it just says jive.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a jive turkey.
Jive turkey.
Then this one this is the one I wanted to get for my wife, right? It's a piece of pumpkin pie, and it says side slice.
Oh, that's a good one.
But she's my main slice. She's not
Yeah,
a side
it would be a
slice. So that
side,
doesn't work.
exactly.
Oh, okay. Damn it. I thought that was funny. And then now I thought about it, I was like, no, that's just wrong because she's my main slice.
Exactly.
There's another one that has one of those like old Corningware bowls filled with macaroni and cheese. It says just here for the mac and cheese.
Oh, that's a good one.
Then we got one that's the turkey baster, and it says master baster. See, that's the shirt I need to get
There
you, right?
we go.
That's
Yes.
the one I
Oh
need
my
to
gosh,
get Dave.
yes,
The
there it
master
is.
baster.
Yes, on
Dave. Okay.
an apron. would be
Okay,
good.
that one's $34.95, so I'll think about ordering that one for you.
Please don't.
There's another one that says, "Did you touch my drumsticks?"
Ooh.
And it's 2 pictures of the turkey legs.
Yeah.
This was one of my favorites because we don't talk about this here. It's politics, destroying relationships and family dinners since 1776. I was like, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
There's one that's wake and bake, and it's pulling, because you wake up and you start baking the turkey. You're
Of
putting the
course.
turkey in, so it's wake and bake.
right?
But that's
You gotta
also
start super
a
early.
term that
Of course.
marijuana users they wake and bake. They wake up and immediately light up. They wake and
Right,
bake.
of course.
For our listeners that
For the 420 crowd.
because Dave's not aware of that.
Don't do drugs, yes. Don't do drugs, kids.
Oh, stop! Thanks, Nancy. Nancy Reagan. There's one. It's a picture of a turkey. It says, "Here to get stuffed."
There it is.
I'm like, hello.
Okay, yeah, I like that one.
This one was falls out, balls out, and it's a football with a smiley face on it. Falls out, balls out.
Nice.
There's another one with a picture of turkey that's boom, roasted.
Mm.
Oh, this was the one I was going to get for you. It's a red shirt.
Okay.
And it's got the little plate, and it's got the canned cranberries split in half on it.
Yes.
And it says "Lost in the Sauce." And it's the
That's
cranberries.
a Sydney one
It's the
because
canned cranberries.
she has made the request that we need to get it because the only can that's in the pantry right now is one that has berries in it. I think it's been there for like
Ooh.
4.
So it's not just the straight gel
4
one.
Thanksgivings. It's
There
just
you
we
go.
don't eat that.
Get
with
lost in the
berries
sauce,
it.
the cranberry
Yeah,
sauce.
it's got to be the jelly. It can't be the berries inside.
Gotcha. There's another one that has it actually has the wishbone. It's snapped, and it says "Pass gravy, not judgment." Okay.
Nice.
Turkey Day nap team.
Yeah.
So afterwards, yeah.
Tryptophan.
We've got this was a funny one. I like this. It's a white T-shirt, and it has an arrow just pointing up to the collar line. It says "pie hole." That's a good one.
That's a good
But then mine, the one that I would definitely get.
Is this the one?
It's a blue one.
Yes.
And it's a big creamy pile of Cool Whip, and it says "Watch me whip."
Yeah. There
Watch
we
me
go.
whip.
Whip.
Watch me whip.
That's a good
that was
one.
the jive turkey, and then and then there's one. It ain't cool being no jive turkey so close to Thanksgiving. That's what it says.
Jive turkey.
No,
Jive turkey.
that was all. So I saw those shirts, and I was like, that would be funny because there's a couple there that I thought Lost in Sauce for you.
Oh,
definitely
gosh.
Watch Me Whip for me because we talked about the Cool Whip and how I loved the Cool Whip, and then the side slice for my wife. But then I'm like, she's my main slice, so
gotta figure that one out.
that just sounds weird. That doesn't work.
That's not working.
Oh my gosh. What was the other thing?
Perfect.
Hold on, that I had. I found a list because it is where the Christmas shopping has started. People started getting the Christmas things.
Right.
And then the classic thing that comes out every year, either you love it or you fucking despise it.
Oh, I do.
Is Elf on the Shelf.
Yes.
Now, I know some people, like I've seen their pictures on Facebook where they just go all out every night with the mischief and mayhem of the Elf on the Shelf. And then it's the other people reacting going, oh, fuck that. Like, it's just like, oh, I hate that stupid thing. So there are actually, I then saw, this popped up in my feed. It was Snoop on a Stoop.
That's a good
and
one.
it's a Snoop Dogg doll.
Yes.
Sitting on a stoop.
I would do that
smoking
better.
a blunt.
That would be better.
I thought Snoop on a stoop I was like, that's actually kind of funny. I almost, and then because apparently they came out a couple years ago, and the post that I saw, somebody said, yeah, my boyfriend, he's still torn. He doesn't know if he wants to take it out of the package or leave it in the original packaging. And I'm like,
sweet mother of Christ.
I don't think that's going to be something like,
Down the
20, 30.
road.
Oh yeah, I can give me an original Snoop on the stoop in the box. Hell yeah. I'll pay $7.95 for that.
You know what that makes me think of is the Little Penny. You know,
oh yeah, Little Penny.
That was a good.
Which those I did look up. I did look up because I wanted to get a little penny ball to put ball, little penny doll. He comes with a ball, basketball.
Yeah. For
the studio where we record, but I went online and looked, and it was like $100 for like a classic little penny doll. And I said, well, when we get a sponsor,
Snoop is gonna get. Maybe the Snoop's actually going to appreciate.
Maybe. I mean, Little Penny was the voice of Chris Rock, and it was Penny Hardaway, the basketball player, played for. Was it for? Who did he play? Was it
Charlotte?
Something. It was like a blue colored jersey. I don't remember. I don't watch basketball, so I don't know. Anyway, but I knew who Penny Hardaway was at the time.
Right.
And I love Chris Rock, so that was just hysterical that he did those commercials.
Yeah.
So another alternative is Chucky on a shelf.
Okay.
So a little Chucky doll with a knife, and you move him around so he haunts you around the house at Christmas.
It's pretty good. He's always watching anyway.
And then these were other alternatives that I found. It was the Giving Manger. I'm like, I don't know what that is. Okay, this one I've actually heard of. Minch on a Bench. For the Jewish holiday.
Oh, okay.
It's a Minch on a Bench.
Okay.
Heard of that one?
Yeah.
Santa's Lazy Gnome. I was just like, okay.
He has gnomes too?
Apparently.
Elves,
I mean, he has
gnomes.
elves,
He owns them all?
but it's called Santa's Lazy Gnome. Apparently, I don't remember in any of like
any of the stories. Like, let's go back to think about. That's got to be a part.
Santa's
We got to go to that one too
and see Santa's gnomes.
Yeah.
I don't recall that ever. So why would that be a Santa's Lazy Gnome? It should be Santa's Lazy Elf. But like, I literally copied and pasted this off the list.
Right, exactly.
So that's not me like just typing it wrong. That was actually, I don't know. Reindeer in Here.
Okay.
I don't know if that's one of the Wicked Films porn titles or if it's never mind.
The Reindeer in Here.
Because we talk about the Wicked.
Yes, yes.
Oh, I meant to mention last week also when we talked about that on the Wicked dolls having the misprint on the website on the back for Wicked.com, which is a porn movie company. And it was supposed to be wickedthemovie.com. So they had to recall all these dolls, pull them from the shelves.
Or they made parents cover it with tape
or
I
something.
Saw that was
is that what happened? Okay.
Yeah, they made so that kids
anyway.
Didn't try
so a couple of the other ones that I forgot to talk about were two URLs that you would think would go to the right thing, but definitely go to porn sites. And one of them, and I don't know if this one's changed, but it used to be whitehouse.com because it's a government site. So it's whitehouse.gov is the actual site of the White House, but whitehouse.com is actually a porn site, apparently. Another one, there's a famous restaurant hamburger chain called Five Guys.
Right.
And if you put in the number 5 in guys.com, it goes to a porn site.
Oh, wow.
About Five Guys.
About Five Guys.
But if you want to go to the restaurant, you have to type out FIVEGUYS.com to go to fiveguys.com.
Do you ever see their logo as a number 5 though? I always thought it was spelled out.
It has been for years, but early on, when it was just on the East Coast, it's now like Five Guys are all over the country. Actually, I think there's some in Europe and the UK right now.
Okay, yeah.
They've expanded. And speaking of that, and In-N-Out is expanding finally to the East. Oh my gosh, Dave has never had an In-N-Out burger before.
No.
The
Because I haven't
double-double
really
at
been
In-N-Out.
that far.
Oh my gosh! Every time when I go to Vegas, because there's an In-N-Out right across the highway, I go over. I have and love In-N-Out burgers. And they're finally the furthest east they've expanded was into like Texas, and now they've announced that they're going to expand into I think Nashville, Tennessee, and then eventually Roanoke, Virginia.
Yeah,
And I'm just like, that's
you
just
showed
a
me
short
that.
drive for us to go down to Roanoke for lunch for the day. Well, absolutely.
Taste test.
Well, for you,
Right?
oh
Yeah,
my
you've
God, for
had
me, it's
them,
just
but
gonna be
yes.
reminiscing. Like,
Yeah,
I
right.
love the In-N-Out double. So anyway, with
Yeah.
Five Guys, it's the burgers like that are fresh made and all that stuff like that.
Cool.
And we've got totally off of our list. So back to our list.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Is North Pole Ninjas.
Okay.
Now, is that in the same vein as the gnomes? Just because I don't remember ninjas being at the North Pole, that doesn't mean Santa can't have them.
Right. Or is
Okay.
it just a clever ruse that the elves are dressed as ninjas?
Ninjas, right? Okay. Star from Afar.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Star from afar. Is the star have a face? Like
I don't
the
know, but
elf
I think
is,
I
or
think
is
it's
it
a
just
religious, like the birth of Christ star, like
like the 8-point star that is like always hovering over the baby. Or
I don't know.
okay.
If you, I got to cut out that lip smack. That was like
it's kind of loud. Yeah.
it's what happens when you don't get water.
It's the eggnog.
Like, no,
breath.
I'll pass on the water, but I'll have some
I'm
eggnog.
good. Was that me
I'll
or
pass-
you?
That was you that lip
Was
smacked
it?
it.
I don't think
I'm gonna
so.
hold on. We're gonna pause it. And I'm gonna go back and cut it in. Totally you. That was totally
I
you.
cannot recall
That was
but
not
okay.
me. Anyway,
More than likely.
Angel on Assignment. And they say this one's great if you're looking for a kind of Elf on the Shelf variation. I'm like, well, aren't these all fucking Elf on the Shelf variations? Why
Yeah.
did they put that in after that one
For
specifically?
that specific one.
Angel on Assignment. Well, no shit. That sounds just like Elf on the Shelf.
Yeah, and all the other ones. Reindeer in a hall
The
there.
story of Fun Hanukkah, like Hanukkah, but fun.
Funukkah?
I can't even read it because my spiked eggnog has kicked in.
Oh, okay.
So
well, that's
I'm
good.
like,
That's
okay.
good. I can't believe you're
All right,
reading
next
now.
one. Christmas pickle tradition. Hello.
Oh, it's a pickle. Okay, so that's a
Hello.
thing, though. The Germans.
The Christmas pickle?
You get the Christmas pickle.
I thought that was after dinner. when those got handed
We
out.
need one of those. We
After
need a
the
rim
kitchen's
shot.
cleaned
Where's the
and
rim shot?
Mom and Dad head to bed. It's the
The Christmas
the
pickle.
Christmas pickle tradition. Oh, I said tickle.
It's a tickle pickle.
Oh, that was from a league of their
The
own.
Christmas tickle.
Go
Little
home.
pickle,
Give the
pickle.
wife the tickle pickle. Oh my gosh! Yeah, league of their
Wow.
own. That's a good throwback too.
There we go.
I hit Dave with one earlier.
I had no clue what
it was
you were
Pulp
talking about.
Fiction, and he didn't know it, and I was like, "Oh,
no, but it was kind
man.
of. Well, yeah,
He
okay.
thought, never mind. Yeah, Christmas fairy door or elf.
Well, isn't that
So a
just
fairy
the
or an
elf?
elf. But yeah, but isn't that, and you stick
Or
it at a door.
Like an
I don't
elf
know. It's
door.
like it's at the door.
Oh, no. Okay, so it's not in the door. It's basically where you put a fairy door on like a wall. Like a mouse hole would be almost, but it's a
Yeah.
fairy door.
Oh.
And
And you
seen
can
these
say that it's
before
either
where-
for a fairy or an elf.
Yeah, I guess
okay.
so. And then that's where he
That
comes out and goes
just-
in again. It's just a door.
That's too hard to even think about to try.
Well,
That's-
yeah,
I
but
don't
you're
even
still
know.
you're drunk. So
Stop. Shepherd's Search plush.
Okay.
So you hide little plush like sheep around the house or something, and then
Shepherd?
you got a shepherd. herd
Oh,
them.
I get that.
Yeah, it's a religious thing. We don't talk about that here.
But the sheep. I mean,
Okay, the Christmas cross hunt.
okay.
That sounds just dangerous. Is that you run around your house with the throwing stars and the throwing knives or the throwing
you
axes?
can't run around with
Is
those
that the
things.
Christmas
They'll poke
hunt,
your eye out.
cross
kid.
hunt. Yeah. Santa spy cam. Well, I mean that's just
Oh my God.
That's just turning your doorbell cam inside out.
Well,
pointing it
yes,
in the
but-
house. There's your Santa spy cam.
Wow.
Christopher Poppinkins.
Oh my goodness.
The Christopher Poppinkins idea book. If you can't find the set, it says look for the Christopher Poppinkins idea book. I don't know what a Christopher Poppinkins is. It's POP-IN-KINS. What is that? We might have to look that up.
Wow.
Elf Magic,
Okay.
and then Hide and Hug Olaf from Frozen.
Uh-huh.
Olaf, Hide and Hug Olaf. I keep saying Olaf.
Olaf.
Why are you talking like that? What are you talking about?
Got to be the egg.
Why? Traveling Mary and Joseph. So
Oh,
you
there
take
you
Mary
go.
and Joseph and you put them in different places around
Just
your
put
house.
them anywhere, right? Well, they're
Oh
going to
my
need a place to
God.
sleep at this point.
They're going to need a place for the night.
They're going to need it.
There might be a
Not
baby
everyone's
on the way.
sleeping with the donkey.
There might be a baby. Oh my gosh. Sorry, that's as religious as we get to.
Oh, yes, right.
That's as
Our
religious.
references, yes.
Oh, Friday night, this past Friday night, was the big Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, Netflix boxing match thing.
We were thinking of getting together to record during.
Originally, we had talked about it over the summer. I think we talked about it in a previous episode that, hey, let's get together and record that night afterwards. And then when I mentioned last week, Dave just goes, I'm like, okay, fine, stay home.
I was worried because the fight was going to be 15 seconds long because someone was just going to get plowed,
get knocked out.
Yeah,
one way or
and
the
then
other.
it would just be like, what are we recording? But as it was, it technically was what, 16 minutes long. So
something like I think it went.
It was 8 rounds.
2-minute rounds with 2 minutes in between. So it was like half an hour.
Minutes of fighting.
Okay. Well, when you watch a football game, how much is actually play? Like movement, the play is in action.
I would. I don't know.
Maybe
Hours?
15 minutes.
Oh, please.
The game takes over an hour and 10 minutes. I'd say maybe there's 15 minutes of it. I think that stat's online. I think you can look that up.
The NFL channel does that. They take all the in-between crap out, and you only see from the hike to the end of the play.
Then the next hike again, and then
other
right.
stuff.
So
it's like all tied together.
45 seconds every time.
It's
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so Dave was at home, and I texted him because the fight actually didn't start until just after midnight our time, because it was in Texas, in Dallas, Texas, in the Texas Stadium. What is it? Alliance Stadium or something like that? What's it called?
Yeah, I think
is that right?
Is it.
Okay.
Yes.
I think I said Alliance. That's what it is.
Alliance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was like 6 or 7 card, under bill. What is it? What is it?
Were
called?
there? The
undercard? The undercard, because the fight started at 8.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I
then
only
we
saw
watched
2.
Yeah, because we watched the women's one, which was Taylor and Amanda somebody. Sargosa, maybe something like that. Yes. Anyway, she kicked Taylor's ass.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And just because Taylor headbutted her and cut her Amanda's eye open, but
it was open.
Then and it was like flopping down over her eyelid skin open.
It
was like
it looked like her eyelid.
It did, because by the end of the fight, once it got loosened up even more, it was like almost flopping down over her eye.
Because it wasn't the first time. After that she got
there was like 4 headbutts
again,
or something like that, and they actually then took a point away from Taylor for that headbutt.
For doing it,
and by the way, we're not talking about Taylor Swift. We're not talking about Taylor Swift. This is an Irish boxer. Her last name's and she's she's Irish. Yeah,
she's even worse. But.
Anyway, she ends up winning. They give her the win for the fight after the Amanda woman kicked her ass.
Yeah,
there was no question. The announcers were shocked. Everybody was shocked. Like, what just happened? Because apparently the 3 judges that were unanimous, saying that Taylor won. Obviously, we're watching a different fight than the rest of everybody.
They only saw
watching.
the 3 rounds where she actually came back from, because they had scored it where the first 4 rounds went to not Taylor.
Amanda.
Yeah, and I was just like, well, wait a minute. If that was the streak, and then all of a sudden. She came back. I couldn't believe it.
I thought that
was uncalled for that. And it was later in the rounds when she got her point taken away, so they tied that.
It was round. In the 5th or 6th round. Yeah. It was a 10-round bout, and it was like I think 6th round she got a point taken away.
Yeah, so
and she still wins the fight by like 1 or 2 points or something. It was like ridiculous. It's like the fix is in.
It was
totally.
Crazy. And they all lost their cheese. And who thought that Rosie Perez
would be a ring announcer or in the press? Yeah.
No, she's
was
like
talking
60 years
old.
Rounds,
yeah, I know.
right?
I know.
So she was
a ring announcer.
Yeah. And the main announcer guy could throw out every cliche that he could.
My God.
Right?
I'm the whitest guy announcer ever to be out here, and I'm going to throw out so many rap references to
try to look
connect
cool
with
and hip.
all of our
my
watchers.
God. It was tough to watch.
It was painful.
When you could watch it, how hard was it to get just to keep the...
I found this out. So what I did is because I turn on my TV, I've got a Samsung TV, and it has the Netflix app already built in.
Right.
As almost all the TVs do now that would buy a flat screen. It's already built in with Netflix and all those other channels and Disney Plus and blah, 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 all that crap.
Right.
And I have my TV, it's right next to my router for my internet. So I just have it hardwired in because I have an input on the back of the TV. So it's like a straight, I'm getting solid connection.
All signal. Right.
Straight to, same with my Xbox. It's right below it, and I have that hardwired into the router too. When I turned on the app, it was stuck trying to rebuff at 25%.
Wow.
And it wouldn't even go to the fight. It just was a frozen screen. I couldn't see anything, nothing. And I'm like, what the hell, Netflix? What the hell? And of course, everybody now has said this, and you probably read it in a million other places too. That, yeah, everybody's like, oh my God. And all the memes are out now and the jokes about, God, I hope they don't, show football because, as soon as like the game-winning touchdown gets caught, it freezes or
Christmas
something.
Day, they are showing
And they
football.
are. That Chiefs game, right?
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah. We'll see.
Who knows?
Yeah, because
when
everybody
it's
loves
gonna
the Chiefs.
stop.
And I'm sure Tay Tay is going to be there.
Right,
so, I
when you're
mean,
gonna
come
see the
on.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Gonna be tough.
I ended up going, wait, I've got on my Xbox, I've got a Series X. It's the newest, Xbox and stuff.
Right.
And I can download the apps, for TV viewing because they want it to be like all-in-one entertainment center. So you're always going through your Xbox watching stuff. I downloaded the app real quick on that, and for some reason, it was starting to come through. Like it had some pixelated stuff, but I was then able to see stuff, and especially during the women's bout, like it was fine pretty much through all 10 rounds. And the same when I checked on my phone. And the reason is because when it comes on your phone or it comes on, through the Xbox, it's taking up less bandwidth that your TV can't handle pulling that amount of data that fast. But the Xbox is like a computer. It's built for stuff like that. Your phone is built for stuff like that. And so that's why when you were watching on your phone, because Dave was watching his phone from home, you're actually seeing it better, but you're probably seeing about the same line. It would still, like when finally the Paul Tyson fight started, it had its moments where it like glitched in and out. But then like, right at the, in the middle of the, when the ring girls come out to announce, at the break, it gets perfectly clear. And then as soon as they start fighting, it would get pixelated. And it was just like, wow, am I like watching 1982 trying to, cable steal HBO, when it was the squiggly lines and the whole. I think I saw a boob. I think I saw a boob.
Yeah, so it was all encoded.
Yeah, late at night.
Yeah.
It was almost, So Netflix, they've done live events already, like precursors up to this, so they could be ready for something like this, but they just were not. And
I don't think it was the crowd
capable.
They didn't have enough of the crowd though either. I don't think they had a valid test when they did that.
No.
But there were some cool things that happened.
There were people subscribing to Netflix just for that fight that night because it was still cheaper than like buying a fight on pay-per-view.
Oh, right.
Getting a month of Netflix.
Yes.
For $7.99 or $8.99 or whatever.
After or whatever.
Anyway, so now we're going to the Tyson fight, right?
You want to go over it?
Do we want to go under his butt first?
That was fun, wasn't that? So they're interviewing the different fighters before, and they're in their locker rooms.
Yeah, while the other fight's happening.
Yeah, and they showed Jake, right? And he was pre-boxing warming up or
getting ready,
dancing or jumping around. So they showed him, and they interviewed, I guess they had a couple things to say.
Yep.
And then they had was this in between the rounds of the other one or right before?
It was in between the rounds while the other fight was going on.
They had to kill time, right?
Right. So they cut to Mike Tyson's locker room and his son is interviewing him.
Yes. So they've got the microphone on him and he's, from the waist or I guess from the stomach up.
From the stomach up.
Yeah. So they got him on there and he's, talking about how this
and he's not wearing a
shirt.
Happen.
Yeah. So he's getting ready for the fight too. So he starts walking away after the interview.
He tells his son, love you, thank you for the support, and turns and walks away.
And the camera guy is watching him
walk away. And he's not wearing any pants.
He is pantless.
Or underwear.
Right.
It's just his bare ass hanging out. Like he's literally just wearing his jock to cover. But his butt, like he's, wearing a pair of chaps and, his ass is hanging out. And everybody was just like, I think... Yeah,
they didn't know.
Oh my God! We just saw Mike Tyson's old saggy ass.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my God!
They didn't know how to cut from that.
Right. And even when they cut back to the fight, the people doing the commentary were like,
they just kept going on.
Mike Tyson's bottom.
Here we go. Here we go. He's getting ready.
Mike Tyson's ass.
Yeah, no kidding. And so did his son. His son had to interview him like that.
Yeah, and his son is in a nice suit and he looks really good.
Right. Why wasn't he in trunks though? Like, wouldn't you have already been in your trunks at that point?
Maybe.
I mean, you were the next freaking fight.
You're not.
I guess he just had to stay cool right up to the point when he walked out.
I guess so. Light as a feather, right? So, that was Ali. That wasn't. No.
So I'm guessing that the reason why Jake won is because he took a car out to the round.
Because Tyson walked all the way down that fucking long
probably wore himself
walkway
out
in Alliance Stadium, which is like half a mile, I think, to the ring.
Right, and they had the song going, and his entourage was behind him.
Paul was rested by the time he got to the ring. He drove out in a little convertible car, sitting in the back with his brother, and they're like spraying Axe body spray or some shit up in the air.
I didn't understand that.
I'm sure it's a sponsorship thing, and all that.
I guess.
That like, oh, hey, here, make sure you're because he did it in the post interview also.
He knocked
started
his
spraying
hat
around,
off,
like,
right?
Psh,
Did you see when he knocked his hat off? And he was like, hey, wait,
he's
where's my
spraying
hat?
crap around.
So then he's looking around for his hat. That's always good.
Anyway, so we're saying the reason Mike Tyson lost is because he was already tired just
He was
to make
exhausted,
that walk all the way to
that
the
walk.
fucking ring because he came
wasn't
out
gonna
tough
make
as
it
nails.
8 rounds.
Oh my gosh! And old man, 58 years old.
Yes.
He
No, I
just-
get it,
he-
right? I mean, it's a lot going 2 minutes each round, swinging and throwing. But did you
he
see
only
the
threw
totals?
18%. He threw less than 100 punches.
Yes, and only
And Jake
19
Paul threw like
landed.
what 400 or something
Oh, it
like
was
that.
like 2 something or 3
yeah.
something.
It was.
I mean, if you looked at just the numbers,
he was just on
it was
defense.
Like, who
like
was fighting?
in the first 2 rounds, he came out with power because you actually saw the look on
He
Jake
was
Paul's face
going.
where he was scared. He
Oh,
backed
he
up like,
ran
oh
away
shit, he's
the whole
coming at me.
time.
He's coming at me.
Yes.
And then by the 3rd round, all of a sudden Tyson just
out of gas. Then it was
done.
like
he was
he
out of
couldn't
gas,
keep his
and it's
hands
not.
up.
And he had, and I think the 3rd round is when he got that tag on the face.
Yeah,
also,
and fell
it
sideways.
was right. He just like stumbled a little bit, and then it was just he was out of energy, and then shaken up, and then he was just hanging on for dear life to get through 8 rounds,
just to complete the 8 rounds exactly.
But the fact that 68
but
years
then
old,
why didn't Jake jump on that though? See, that's what I didn't understand about the fight either. Was that you're going to throw 200 and some punches.
And when you've got your opponent down, you need to finish them.
Round,
and he's been publicly saying that he was going to knock out Tyson.
Yeah. Well,
but then at the very end, it was all respect and love, and this man, he was a legend, and don't forget it. And yes, Mike Tyson will always be a legend. And at the very end of the round, before the even bell rang, he was like already bowing down to him, like, "Oh yeah, Mike Tyson, yeah." And Tyson was like, "Oh, what? We're done?"
Yeah.
And then it goes ding, 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 and then it was done. He was like,
"Yeah."
He goes, "Oh, he just totally like gave up right there at the end."
10 seconds there at the end.
Yeah. As soon as the 10-second bell rang, then
He
Paul was
it
just like,
done.
"We're done. We're okay,
this one's over.
Anyway. That's all."
I just think that Jake was playing that fight to not get in with Tyson because all he needed to do was uppercut, and that would have been the end of it. Because
and then
that's
Jake
how
Paul
he
may
finishes
never fight again.
Oh,
right, from a punch like that.
Oh my gosh, because he would have lit him up. But to get close in there, and I just don't think that was in his playbook to not get in close like that and go toe to toe. There's just no way.
You had texted me. We were texting back and forth during the fight, as it was going on, and I let my kids stay up because like, hey, do you guys want to watch Mike Tyson fight? Because like kids at school had been talking about it because they obviously weren't even born before Mike Tyson fighted, so but like their parents do and stuff, and so my kids were excited to stay up, and I let them watch, and we popped popcorn and we're like, all right, we're ready for the fight. We got our popcorn and we're gonna watch our
we're all ready.
Watch the fight. And I felt it was kind of a little bit of a bore because I think everybody wanted to see Tyson knock the shit out of him.
I think they was wanting to throw more than
more than 97
punches,
punches or whatever it was he threw. And I just because I used to watch Mike Tyson. We used to watch Mike Tyson when we were in high school. That's when he was in his prime. And like you would just see Tyson walk out and literally like a switch, he just turned into a monster.
Oh, that you could see the fire in his eye.
It was insane. And so when we saw that spark in the first 2 rounds of this fight, like, there's a chance that he's going to do something here. This is looking, and then third round, it was like, no.
He couldn't,
And then we watch all the way to the 8th. Now, you had texted me and you're like, or was it, I forget what you said. You something like, so what a letdown or something like that. You said, I think,
it's just
or something
so slow.
And I,
labored.
Again, I got to give the respect to Mike Tyson for at his age getting in the ring and doing it against a guy 27 years old, and making it all 8 rounds and not getting himself killed.
Well, during the weigh-in, didn't they slap him? I mean,
Tyson slapped him, and Paul even thanked him. He goes, "Yeah, I love that slap."
Yeah, you're going to poke the bear. I mean, it's like, well, wait a minute. And then you come out and I don't know.
Anyway, I know it wasn't the greatest fight of all time by any means. I thought the undercard bout with the women's fight was much better.
Oh gosh.
But I enjoyed it. I liked seeing Tyson in the ring again. I watched him growing up,
but it wasn't and
I'm not a
fight,
boxing guy either. So there were no
records,
championships.
Really
being swapped if there were that on the line. Yeah, exactly. That was not.
And did you see the money?
I didn't.
Oh, I think it was they both got 40 million total.
Really? Because I thought they said Tyson was going to get 20.
It was 60-40 split.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
$40 million, and I mean,
Well, no,
Yeah.
total 40. So yeah,
Oh.
but I think he got
Oh, then do a
18.
60-40. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
so
he
you
got
get about 20.
15
Yeah.
or 18 in
Yeah, somewhere in that range, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's still not bad
No, gosh, yes. I mean, and
for,
to
as you
train-
said, a 16-minute fight.
Right. Yeah, because it was 2 rounds each. So, but here's the thing though, he actually lobbied for them to do only 8 rounds and to
Instead of
lower it
10.
to 2 minutes.
Yeah, from 3.
From 3. So, God, could you imagine 3 minutes of watching that? I mean, Jesus, that would have been 1 round of him actually fighting and then
Maybe.
on defense the rest.
Anyway, so we watched the fight. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, man.
But
It
it was
was
just
what it was, but
exactly.
yeah,
And then
exactly.
who knows? There may be a rematch or some crap. Or
I hope
whatever.
not, but who knows?
Yeah, and then maybe Netflix can get it right that time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Where's Foreman? Bring Foreman back.
Yeah. Put Foreman against
George
Tyson.
Foreman?
And yeah.
Well, they fought before, but yeah.
Oh, did they?
I think George
they
Foreman
did.
actually beat him. Yeah.
I think you may be right on that.
Yeah.
We'd have to fact check that.
Right,
But that's
exactly.
okay. In the NHL, Ovechkin has been on a tear. He has literally scored 15 goals in the first 18 games of the season. He is now at 868 on his goal count to catch Gretzky, 27 goals away from the record.
Right.
And then he got injured in the third period last night after scoring 2 goals.
I did not see that. I think I fell asleep in
He collided with another player.
Really?
It was just a
His
hockey
or
play,
them?
and I think it was another. Yeah, and it was just a hockey play, and collided with another player. He went down. He needed help, standing up, and didn't want to put any pressure. So they're saying saying he's now week to week with a lower body injury.
Lower
And-
body.
Yeah, so it could be anywhere from the waist down, and because
I get
that's your
that.
lower body.
Is that lower?
Did you
Is
get
that
that
the
part?
lower body?
Do you know
Thank
what your
for
upper body is?
mansplaining
What
that
part
to
is
me,
your
yes.
upper? Well, I had
For
to
those
Dave
out there
explain.
that don't know what that is,
explaining.
For those out there that don't know what a lower body, I was actually questioning what might be the lower body.
Well, it's not just from the
injury.
knees; it's from the waist. You got to
Yes,
go
I
up
understand
to
that,
the
but
waist.
that's what I'm saying.
Because
Is
most,
that
it's-
groin when they don't want to say
yes,
groin,
that's a
right?
lower
They'll
body
say lower
injury.
body,
Correct?
But
Because that's
I've-
not like a mid body injury,
right. But if it was a knee, they would have just said knee. So what I mean, that's what I'm thinking is they're hiding
Okay.
it that he pulled a
well, they
hamstring
don't
or a groin.
technically have to, or like Dak Prescott who tore like a piece of flesh
Hamstring, I
off
had
of
that
his
in my thing.
ass bone or
It
whatever
was
that
his
was.
hamstring that attaches, his back of his thigh to the
Up
thing.
to his
Oh,
tailbone or
they
whatever,
showed
and it like
pictures
of
animation.
Yes,
pictures,
I saw that.
Not his actual
Right,
surgery,
but they
did show a picture
like
of the
this piece
animation.
of flesh tore
I was
away
like,
from his bone and had to be
Yes.
surgically
Oh,
reattached. I'm like, oh
Jesus,
my god.
And did you see what caused it though? It
No,
was
I
just
never
him
saw the
throwing.
hit.
It was just him
Oh,
throwing.
it was.
There
I
was
did
no
see that.
hit.
I did see that
He
because
just threw,
he
pulled
then
up,
on the next
and
one
was
tried
like,
to throw, and it was
I was like,
Just
oh,
nothing.
where was it? And is this something that is going to cause him to now be a reoccurring thing?
But this is his like third injury in 4 seasons.
Yeah, but it was an ass pull. I mean, if you think about it, his ass.
Oh yeah,
really
how do
is
you
the
make
injury?
yeah how do you make your ass better and stronger? It's like the $6 million ass, or
Right, it's
something?
going to
Do
be
you-
one of these
how do
reoccurring things where the muscle
Do you put
may
some little
come back
like
or
mesh
not.
metal mesh tape or something around it in the surgery
Some-
or
some
reinforce
Teflon-
it? Can you
Teflon,
reinforce my ass for me?
mesh. That's perfect. Yes. We'll have to wear. You know how Marino had the chest padding
Yes.
that he was always wearing?
Yeah.
He'd need it
Like
for
the
his
bulletproof
ass.
vest.
He'd
Yeah,
need that
he'd
for
need
his
an
ass. Ass vest.
But again, he tore it throwing, not getting hit.
Right. So it wouldn't matter.
It would,
if he
he's only
got
allowed to
hit.
hand the ball off now.
Pretty
They
much,
already
yes.
Dallas has a horrible running game
Yeah,
right now.
well,
So
maybe
let's-
it'll get better if they just keep
if they just
handing
keep
off.
doing a
Yes.
run play.
Right.
Oh my god! So NFL Blitz, let's blitz it.
We got
NFL
the
Blitz.
Eagles, Dolphins, Saints, Colts, Vikings, Packers, Lions. Did you see the score of the Lions game? They put
that
up
the 1 point-
52 on the
no.
Jags.
No, I didn't see that.
52-6.
Wow.
It was like, I don't think they had a time when they came down and didn't score.
Oh my god!
I mean, you would have to. You
on
like you
every
only
play,
had
they at least got a touchdown.
how
or a
much
field goal
time to
out
do
of
that?
it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rams, Steelers, Seahawks, Broncos, Bills. Bills ended the Chiefs.
Bills Chiefs. Yes, that was a huge game.
Yeah, ended their little run there.
And didn't that go down to like a 1-point game or something? Like it wasn't 28-27 or something? Or,
Yes, yeah, and they were coming down. The Chiefs were coming down.
We're
and I
trying
think it was
to-
an
yeah.
interception there
or
at the end.
something.
Yeah, the Bills went crazy, and
And they were in Buffalo too. So
oh
that
right,
was yeah.
so even more so,
Yeah.
right? And then Chargers Texans, and that Texans Monday night game, man.
Dave texted me before the Monday night game and says, "Do the Cowboys have a chance?" I said 0.
Yeah, I
No
mean,
chance. Dak Prescott's out for till next season. Their backup, Cooper Rush, he's barely average at best.
Yeah, and he showed it too because he was throwing behind a lot of people.
Oh my God!
I think his timing was way off as far as hitting anyone in stride.
Yeah.
But when they did complete passes and actually do some connections, they did good, but they couldn't contain it for 4 quarters. There was just no way.
Yeah.
And Texans were just too much for them.
Yeah. And what was the final on that? Was it 27-10? Or was it 20? Because it was 2010 at one point in the fourth, and that's actually when I got pulled away with idiots at the rink.
I didn't watch the whole thing either, but I think it was like 30 something to 16 or something.
Oh, so gotcha.
Yeah, that's
but they weren't going to win that game. I was surprised they scored that much, to be honest.
Right.
Well, I think when they got the one touchdown, I was like, "Oh, they got a touchdown." That was I didn't have a 7-point spread on my.
That was a good play that they got that touchdown. But yeah. But then the penalties were stupid because CeeDee Lamb, he actually jumps like
false started or whatever.
It was like craziness, and it's like, well, wait, you guys need to be a little more, I guess. Crap. I couldn't come up with the word. Never mind.
I don't know what you're talking about either. Hey, do you have Thursday's lineup? I mean, the Cowboys are obviously one of the games, and Detroit's one of the games.
For the Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving Day games? Do you have those games coming up this? Great research, Dave. Great.
Hey,
thanks a lot.
I totally did.
So we know on Thursday on Thanksgiving you can watch Detroit and Cowboys because not against each other, but they always play on Christmas Day. Those are the two teams that have always played on Christmas Day. Thanksgiving Day. Jesus, can we just retake this whole out section again? On Thanksgiving.
On
and I'm on the nog.
You're on the nog.
I am nogging off here is what's going on.
That's what it is.
Fuck me. Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, please.
Hug your moms and your dads and your loved ones.
Eat plenty of turkey.
And it's okay to have 3 slices of pie on that day.
It's what it's there.
It's what you do. And we will see you after Thanksgiving.
Thank you for listening. Rolling it? Is this the end?
Yes,
or no?
This is going to be the end.
No, what? I have so much.
Oh my gosh, you gotta save it till next week.
Oh really?
We gotta
go. 2 fake, 1 real.
Oh my gosh, save it till next week.
Okay,
we're already we gotta go.
No problem.
Sorry, everybody have a sad, mopey Thanksgiving because I ruined Dave's Thanksgiving episode because I'm such a dick. Okay, 2 real, 1 fake, real quick. Go.
Okay. It's the worst Christmas songs ever. 2 fake, 1 real. You got to pick the real one.
Okay, go.
Okay, Daft Punk, Spinning Around the Christmas Tree.
Okay.
Pentatonics, That's Christmas to Me. Skrillex, Dance Party at the North Pole.
The second one, Pentatonics.
That's the real one. You're right.
Cool, go.
John Denver, Please Daddy, Don't Get Drunk This Christmas. Johnny Cash, Presents for Folsom. Elvis Presley, Holly Jolly Hawaiian Christmas.
The first one, the John Denver.
It is. How do you? You knew too many Christmas ones.
Because it's music. Let's go.
Music
go.
Too. Def Leppard, Make Sugar Cookies for Me. John Bon Jovi, Backdoor Santa. Quiet Riot, Come All Ye Faithful.
The first one.
You liked the first one?
That's the first one.
The first one's not the real one.
Oh, it's not.
You got to pick the real one.
That's the real one? You said not real.
No, it's real.
You said you had 2.
I had 2 fake, 1
it's
real.
Backdoor Santa by Bon Jovi. I know that.
Okay, cool.
Oh, my God. Right. I still pulled that one
and
off.
then,
let's go.
This is the last one. Pee Wee Herman, Christmas at the Playhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Weird Al Yankovic, Christmas Polka. Tiny Tim, Santa Claus Has Got the AIDS.
Which one is real?
Which one's real?
The Christmas Polka. Weird Al.
No, it's the Santa Claus Has Got the AIDS.
Got the AIDS. Who was that?
Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim. Of course it was.
Tim.
Oh my gosh.
There we go. And I'll save our news for the weird.
We've got a new segment coming up in the next episode.
We did go long.
We went long tonight. So
Okay,
so everybody have a happy Thanksgiving. We love you all. Hugs your moms and your dads and your siblings and your family
Be
and
thankful.
your dogs and everybody just eat lots of pie and
turkey.
Have your 3 pieces of pie. It's okay today to do that. And turkey and your turkey.
Yes.
What are your leftover turkey things again?
Turkey bowl.
Turkey bowls.
Turkey bowls.
Have your turkey bowls.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Gobble, gobble.
Spend your diet.
Yes, exactly. And we'll see you after Black Friday.
Oh, that's true.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Pern and Dave, Let's Talk is brought to you by, Pern and Dave and
Dasani, Italian for
Coke Just Sold Me Water, and the good people at
Vicks NyQuil.
Slip into a coma for 90 minutes. Till next time.